its components. Okay. And on the molecular level, what we were looking at is how much the dyes move based on their attraction, based on the attraction between the polar and non-polar substances. Sammy, I have the best joke ever. You want to hear it? Tell me, Sarah, tell me. Okay. Why does hamburger have a lower energy state than steak? I don't know, Sarah. Because it's ground. Okay. I'm going to take our unknown and dot it onto 6 dot, which has been labeled as unknown. Okay. Go here. Unknown.
That's very good, Sarah.
Thanks. Practice. Cool. And then I take the other ones and I dot them as well. Starting with chromosome green, which has been labeled as a Hey Jay, you want to hear Jay?
Yeah.
Why did Carbon and hydrogen get married?
I don't know, Sammy, why?
Because they bonded well from the beginning. Okay, after we dotted all of our lines, this is what all of our dots, this is what it looks like. Now we're going to go place this in our beaker.
We have our 3 solvents, or local phases. This one is 15 to 2, this one is 1 to 1, and this one is 1 to 1. Here we have our TLC blade. And now, I'm going to place this in the 15 to 2 beaker. Like that. Then I have to cover this watch glass. Sarah, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, Joe.
Why do chemists like nitrate so much?
I don't know.
Because they're cheaper than nitrates.
Measuring how much the solvent went up. I'm going to do it on this side. Which was 4 centimeters. And I would write 4 centimeters in my notebook. And then I'm going to measure how much the second dot went up. And our second dot is basic fusion. So I'm going to measure that on the centimeter line. I'm going to put a dot directly in the middle, which is there. So that is 2.4. So I'm going to write 2.4 by my number 2. Then I'm going to find based on what we know from our card, we would guess that our unknown would be this and this, a combination. So, going back to here, we would say that our unknown is a mix of new methylene blue and fluorescein.
Okay, non-polar and polar substances are attracted to each other. So here, our paper is non-polar and our solvent is polar. And so the further it travels up, the more polar it is.
Okay, but as you can see, even though all these papers were non-polar, we had differences in each one of our results. What we can say is, since this one has such an extreme differences, the most out of all of these, we would say that this solution, which was 15 to 2, would be the most polar, while these two are not as polar. Also, looking at the dyes, we would say the dye that went up the furthest would be the most attracted to the non-polar of the paper, therefore would be the most polar, while the ones on the bottom would be the least polar. Thank you. Why did the white bear dissolve in water? Because it was polar. What do you do with a dead chemist? You bury it.
I'm scared of dog eye on.